Okay, we're going to have a quick look about the history of metacognition. Now, when considering about the development of metacognition, a lot of credit is rightly given to John Flavel, who was one of the first people to help coin the phrase, especially in terms of education. Now, throughout the 1970s and in his 1979 paper, Flavel showed how metacognitive regulation and knowledge are instrumental in the learning development of school-age pupils, with his work firmly in the realms of psychology field at that time. And psychology is an important field of work to consider when thinking about metacognition, which will be covered in a few moments. But the foundations of understanding our thinking came a lot earlier. In fact, around 2000 years earlier. Now, Plato, who was a student of Socrates, reveals insights in his Meno and Theaetetus scribe, especially the conceptual and self-consciousness aspect of thinking. Such philosophical thinking is at the heart of a lot of what we understand about the human mind, and if you want to learn more about Socrates and Plato's thinkings, a link to further reading is provided in the accompanying text within the course online page. Now, a lot of elements of philosophy can be found in psychology and psychological theories, and I jump ahead a couple of thousands of years now to Piaget and Vygotsky's individual works, who really started to look at child development in the 20th century in terms of how they gain an understanding of the world. Now, Vygotsky in particular was instrumental in developing our understanding of the term scaffolding, and I would argue set the main foundations of metacognition. Vygotsky's views of self-regulation, the relationship between self-awareness and self-regulation, and the relationship between awareness, regulation on the one hand, and cognitive processes on the other, are all important aspects within the mechanics of metacognition, which you will explore in the next topic. Now, more recently, metacognition has recently become the target of research in the cognitive neurosciences by combining brain imaging, computational modeling, neuropsychology, and insights from psychiatry. Neuroscientists are now finding that the neural links conceptualized by psychologists do, in fact, exist. Neuroscience, it is being discovered, may be able to provide a window on the representational architecture of a metacognition, and it will be interesting to see where the science and research progresses in the future. Please do look at the further reading links provided below.